Hey guys, welcome to CleoTalks. These are the products that you're going to need to make your ring light.
And wash me over until my will runs dry. Send all your sins all over me, baby, baby, baby,
So to begin, I'm just going to put the wire wreath on the cardboard, and I'm going to trace the outline of the wreath with the pen onto the cardboard. Now my cardboard has little cutouts on the sides. That's okay, you can always tape them together.
until you reach my peak, baby, peak, baby, peak. And reach right into the bottom of my fountain. I wanna play in your deep, baby, deep, baby, deep. Then dip me underway.
Now, cutting the middle of the cardboard is a little tricky, and as you can see, I kind of stabbed a hole in the middle of the cardboard. Yeah, I didn't have to do that, and I got really impatient, so I ripped a hole in the middle when I really could have just cut right there. So I'm just cutting around. Be very patient because this step can be frustrating. It's really hard to cut cardboard with scissors, so be careful. So like I said before, what I'm doing here is just taping that part that's not attached, just so it can make one whole ring light. So here I'm putting the aluminum foil onto the cardboard of the ring light. This is basically just gonna radiate the light that we're gonna put on later from the aluminum foil, which is gonna make everything brighter. And also when you put on the aluminum foil, make sure that it's shiny side up. There's like a shiny side and a dull side, and throughout this whole part I kept messing up and putting the dull side like right there, and I kept flipping it over. So just make sure it's the shiny side out. Now before anything, you want to make sure that you check your lights and see if they're working. So that's what I'm doing here. Alright, best part guys, so now we're going to start actually putting the light on the wreath. So you're going to take an end of the light and take a zip tie and just start zip tying it onto the top row of the wreath. And you're just going to basically keep doing this in a circle, and once you finish the first row, you're just going to jump down to the second row. So it's pretty easy, self-explanatory. And I usually put a zip tie at every little, what is that called? Separator? Yeah, we're gonna say separator. I put it at every separator, so that's what I'm doing here. So as you can see, there's a lot of zip ties here. Like I don't even know how many zip ties there are, but there's a lot. So you want to cut all those out, and it's going to be really sharp, so it's optional, but you can file them down with the nail file to make them a little bit more smoother. So now you're going to go back to your aluminum cardboard contraption, and you're going to put it right behind the lights that you just made, and that's just going to reflect or bounce off the light from the lights to the aluminum to your eyes, which is going to make everything so much brighter. So for this part, I'm just taking more zip ties and I'm tying it around the lights and the aluminum so that they can combine together and not fall apart like a disaster. So that's what I'm doing here. And I probably did that about, I don't know, I would say about 6 times around, just to make sure it's secure and it's not going to move around. So now I'm just covering the lights in wax paper, and wax paper is going to soften everything so that the lights aren't so harsh and they look just a little bit softer and better. So that's what I'm doing right here. And I'm taping it in the back, and for some reason I used brown tape and that was a mistake. So I later changed to white or clear tape. Use clear tape, don't use colored tape because it just looks ratchet. Don't do it. And now it's time to test the lighting, so here we go. Look at that glow! Now let me stop though, that looks real nice. Like, I'm so proud. And I hope you guys do this and make a ring light for yourself because it's great, it really is.